Um, Imagine waking up tomorrow, walking past a box of donuts in the break room and just feeling absolutely nothing. No craving, no internal debate, just total silence in your brain.
Oh, wow, yeah. I mean, for anyone who has spent years battling their own biology on failed diets, experiencing that kind of silence sounds almost like science fiction.
It really does. But GLP-1 medications have completely moved this conversation out of the gym and into the clinical lab for this episode.
Right, because traditional diets usually fail, right?
Yeah.
Like the emotional fatigue of that is just exhausting for
Yeah,
people.
yeah. And they fail because your body actively defends its current weight through a biological set point,
Oh, so it's literally fighting you.
totally fighting you. It slashes your metabolism and spikes your hunger hormone, which is called ghrelin.
hmm So basically, your body operates like a stubborn biological thermostat that thinks you are starving every time you cut calories.
That is a perfect analogy.
Well, hearing it explained like that really lifts the shame.
Yeah.
It proves the diet failure isn't some character flaw, it's just evolution doing its job.
Right, just
Yeah.
evolution. And that biology is exactly what we are overriding here with drugs like semaglutide and tirzepatide.
Okay, so how do those actually work in the body?
Well, they use a synthetic version of GLP-1, which is a gut hormone, to directly target the hypothalamus. That's the specific command center in your brain that regulates appetite.
Wait, explain that part again. So by chemically signaling to that neural command center that you are full, the medication effectively shuts off that constant food noise we were just talking about.
Yeah, it shuts it off completely for most people.
That is wild. But there has to be a catch, right? Like it's not just a standalone magic bullet.
No, absolutely not. And we really need to be careful there. If you aren't eating enough protein and lifting weights while the drug kills your appetite, your body will literally strip down your own muscle tissue for energy.
Oh, yikes. I want to pause on that muscle loss for a second. Severe muscle wasting or sarcopenia sounds like a disaster for your metabolism if you ever eventually stop taking the drug.
It is a massive metabolic risk. And that is why the clinical results need proper context when we ask, what percentage of body weight do patients lose in GLP-1 clinical trials?
Yeah, I am genuinely curious about the exact math there. The hype online makes it seem like everyone simply drops half their body weight overnight.
Right. Well, the real data from the Step 1 trial for semaglutide shows about a 14.9% loss over 68 weeks.
Okay, that is significant.
It is. And the Surmount-1 trial for tirzepatide pushed even higher. That one hit a 20.9% loss over 72 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, which completely dwarfs the 2.4 to 3.1% loss seen in the placebo groups.
Let me quickly translate those percentages for you listening. If you weigh 200 pounds, a 20% reduction is a staggering 40-pound loss.
40 pounds is life-changing for sure, but the trajectory is rarely a straight line down.
So what does the timeline actually look like?
Well, patients usually see rapid initial water weight loss, right? Then it's a steady 1 to 2 pounds a week, but they almost inevitably hit a brick wall plateau around the 6-month mark.
Hitting a 6-month plateau sounds incredibly frustrating, especially if you are battling those gastrointestinal side effects I keep reading about.
Oh, the side effects are very real. Up to 40% of trial users experience severe nausea or constipation.
40%, that is huge.
Yeah, it is. To prevent your stomach from totally rebelling, doctors have to use a process called titration.
Which just means starting you on a tiny baby dose and increasing it very slowly, right?
Exactly, over several months.
Managing that slow adjustment period really highlights the danger of buying these drugs from risky DIY med spas. Interestingly, while reviewing the research for this episode, medically supervised GLP-1 programs repeatedly came up in patient discussions and case studies as the safest route.
Yeah, physician-guided programs are definitely becoming the gold standard. They combine the medication with vital nutrition coaching and medical monitoring to preserve that muscle mass we talked about earlier.
That makes total sense to ensure long-term success.
Definitely. And if you are curious about exploring these comprehensive programs, you can find a link in the description to learn more and see if you qualify.
Well, thank you so much for tuning in to the episode today. Before you go, we have a question for the comments.
Yeah, we would love to hear from you.
Have you ever experienced constant food noise? And how has it affected your past dieting attempts? Let us know in the comments.